Welcome back to New Rockstars, I'm Erik Voss, and this rumored Avengers Doomsday trailer that's supposedly going to run before Avatar Fire and Ash next month might reveal some huge details about the plot of this film, the fate of the X-Men, and major cameos of characters that were not included in the set share cast announcement earlier this year. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything we've heard, and why, despite all the obvious signs, Marvel Studios has been so quiet about characters like Captain Marvel appearing in this film, when, given their own movies they released leading up to this, it's kind of hard to see how they would do this without Carol and her buds. So let's just kind of do a general update about everything we actually know about Doomsday outside of that silly Agbo TikTok I covered on Tuesday. And by the way, with the holidays coming up, you may want to grab something from our merch store, nerdriot.shop. We got a pretty cool Freddy vs. Jason shirt, and with Predator Badlands coming out this week, a lot of great Wayland-Yutani merch. Okay, on October 21st, Captain Marvel Carol Danvers actress Brie Larson addressed her possible involvement with Avengers Doomsday on The View.
Is there any chance we'll see Captain Marvel in the upcoming Avengers Doomsday?
Thank you for asking, and you know I can't answer.
At this point, I think we can all agree it's a little silly that Marvel Studios won't even let actors whom we're all pretty sure will be in a movie just say that they're in the freaking movie. But then on November 4th, Brie Larson posted an election day post of her voting wearing a hoodie with the caption, "Ignore the wig, shush emoji." The idea being that when we saw Larson on The View 2 weeks before that, her hair was pretty short. But now in this photo that we know must have been during this election season, her blonde hair is much longer. So she's wearing a blonde wig or blonde hair extensions, and you'll notice she's wearing makeup. So all that plus Brie shushing about it seems like she voted while she was on a break from shooting a scene as Carol Danvers in Avengers Doomsday. With principal photography on Avengers Doomsday wrapped earlier this month, there were some reports of Monica Rambeau actress Teyonah Parris taking part in Doomsday's reshoots. My thinking is some of the scenes with the Marvel's characters that they were able to shoot on a separate soundstage in the Los Angeles area. Why am I assuming LA? Well, I'm betting that Brie Larson is registered to vote in California, and not every state in the United States had big issues or races on the ballot on November 4th like California did with Prop 50, and not every state has touchscreens at polling locations like what Brie seems to be using here. Carol Danvers and Monica Rambeau are characters that I'm surprised Marvel Studios did not include with their March 27th cast announcement, considering Monica is currently stranded with Beast in that X-Men universe, and since Kelsey Grammer was confirmed on those set shares, we have to assume that's the X-Men universe that will collide with the 616 universe and the 828 universe in Avengers Doomsday and bring the other Fox X-Men actors into the mix. By the way, while many of us have thought Jean Grey actress Famke Janssen will also join this movie, Janssen recently told Entertainment Weekly that Marvel Studios, quote, never ever asked her to return as Jean Grey in Avengers Doomsday. Quote, I should be flattered, I suppose, that this character has resonated with people. It's been so long, but it's nice that people are still talking about her. Now, I don't trust any actor ever when it comes to their denials about being in Marvel movies. We're actually going to do a video at some point that breaks down every time a Marvel actor lied about their involvement with an upcoming movie and how we can know when they're lying when we're looking at future statements. After going to town on a massive Thanksgiving feast, you're going to want to take a nap on the comfiest bed possible, and Helix has you covered. Everybody here at New Rockstars is a Helix mattress, and we love it. It's one of the perks of working with Helix for years, and I swear to you, whenever I gotta travel or sleep on some bed other than my own, I notice that the mattress is just not Helix quality. Finding your perfect mattress is so easy thanks to Helix's sleep quiz. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a mattress that's the perfect firmness and temperature for you. I wanted a medium firm mattress with lumbar support that sleeps cool, and I got matched with the Dusk Luxe Helix mattress. I've had it for years now, and it's fantastic. Before Helix, it would take me forever to fall asleep, and I'd never really wake up feeling that rested. Now, I fall asleep so fast, and I wake up feeling great every single day. If you're not ready to replace your mattress just yet, but you want to layer some Helix comfort on top, you can, thanks to Helix's new Mattress Topper collection. Its split design is great for when you're sharing a bed with somebody who likes their mattress firmer or softer than you do. Helix truly has something for everybody. They offer 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe and Ultra Premium Elite collections, Helix Plus for big and tall sleepers, and the Helix Kids mattress. Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US. The mattress comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set up yourself. I love my Helix, and I think you would too. Go to helixsleep.com/rockstars to take advantage of Helix's Black Friday exclusive partner offer and get 27% off site-wide. Thanks to Helix for sponsoring this video. So speaking of stuff that we really should take with a grain of salt, let's look at the latest claims about what might be in this Avengers Doomsday trailer if it does come next month in front of Avatar Fire and Ash. On November 3rd, entertainment news podcaster Christian Harloff on his live stream read what looked like a text from somebody he claimed was a source with insider knowledge of Marvel's plans. Here's a recap of what he relayed. There are multiple versions of the Doomsday trailer, and Marvel is trying to choose which one they are going to show. In one of those versions, Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers appear, but not in costume. Avengers Doomsday apparently is going to be Patrick Stewart's last acting role, not only as Professor X, but from acting in general. There's going to be a total of 3 3 Earths colliding in Avengers Doomsday, and Battleworld is going to be the result of it, and Cyclops is going to be heavily featured in Doomsday, as is the Summers family, and Wolverine will not be as big of a focus. But on that last point, on Tuesday, Harloff clarified his statement about Cyclops being in Doomsday, saying that the new MCU Cyclops in the Summers family, which would include Jean Grey and or Madeline Pryor, Nathan Summers aka Cable, and Rachel Summers, that group would not be heavily featured in Doomsday, since we know Doomsday will have James Marsden's version of Cyclops, and instead the new version of Cyclops will be the focus of the New Mutant saga starting with Secret Wars, with the Marvel Studios X-Men movie we think is coming in 2028. Now, I don't know if all of this information would be in the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Like, how could a trailer tell us if a movie is Patrick Stewart's final film? Unless they actually kill the actor Patrick Stewart in the trailer. But it really could just be that all Harloff was saying was that there were multiple versions of the Doomsday trailer being considered, and that one of those versions of the trailer has Steve and Peggy not in costume, and then all the other Doomsday related stuff that he was reading from that text from whoever the source was are just other plot information from the film that won't really be in the trailer, but just information from concept art or the script, or like, you know, Patrick Stewart's retirement rumors, just other things that person knows. Like, I've gotten similar DMs and texts from people claiming that they are in the know, and it can just be kind of hard when I look at those DMs how the dumped information is grouped and how much of it is just the source running on and on and on to share other stuff that they've heard or they think. But it makes sense that the studio would have a few different alternates of a trailer, and that at least one of those alternates would include Chris Evans and Haley Atwell, two people who were not in the March 27th set share announcement, but were among the first names reported by trades to be in this movie back in December 2024. Harloff's report comes after we heard from a similar source, the Film Threat podcast, on October 29th, hosted by entertainment news reporter Chris Gore, where Chris referenced a source who claimed to have seen a preview cut of the Doomsday trailer, saying they were surprised by the number of scenes featuring Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom in action. They said Downey's Doom was described as a classic movie monster compared to the Phantom of the Opera, a tragic, tormented, and broken figure, and they said that Dr. Doom needs his armor to survive because his body is completely shattered. Now again, Dr. Doom needing his armor to survive, it's the kind of contextual information that I would be surprised to see in a trailer or a preview cut of a trailer, but you know, that conclusion drawn after seeing a wounded, scarred, monstrous even version of Dr. Doom limping up to his armor, wheezing, and then inhaling a revived breath once his armor would activate. I guess a trailer could show that, and then anyone who saw that visual could describe it the way Chris did. Now, I have pitched what I think are some pretty solid takes on what to expect from the Doomsday trailer and past podcast videos on this channel, and I do agree that Marvel Studios is going to want to sell this movie with Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom. They paid a lot of money for him. They're going to want to put him in the marketing as much as they can, and we're going to see some of the X-Men that Marvel was so proud to announce with the Set Shares Day. In between those things, I wouldn't expect too many shattering reveals. Maybe just some shots of the Thunderbolts looking as they did in that post-credit scene, looking concernedly out of a window, and then maybe Shuri and M'Baku looking up at the horizon over Wakanda. Maybe even some shots of Namor, since we've heard some rumors that Namor is going to be involved in some tidal waves that affect one of the Earths in this. But the visual of 3 worlds all colliding in a trailer, like, is Marvel's VFX going to be good enough in 6 weeks from now, a year before the movie's release date, to be confident enough to show us something like that in the first teaser? I doubt it. I would just expect a very Doom-heavy teaser, where at most we'll see Robert Downey Jr.'s scarred face and probably hear him say something. I think we're really just going to see what Franklin Richards saw when he reached up to touch that face. So that's really the best description of what I think will be in the Avengers Doomsday trailer whenever we see it. Comment down below with your thoughts, and a special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Marisa Miranda, for supporting us at the executive producer level. Follow me at EA Voss and subscribe to all the channels in the New Rockstars network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.